What it is, y'all? How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, I am. Woo. Let me adjust the camera here. Apparently, it got all goobered when I was on a vacay. There we go. That'll be a little bit better. We'll do that. We'll do a bit of that action there. I think that's getting close to right. Let's see. Just a little tilt that direction. Be close. Insomniac, Toxic Insomniac, Wildstar, Space Pirate. What it is? How y'all doing tonight, man? All right. Let me finish bringing all this stuff up. It's always like a bit of a gamble when I go on vacation. Well, not channel-wise. Crab Cake, what it is, man? Yeah, it's always a bit weird because you come back and you're like, for so long, I have so many things that just... So many things that are just second nature. Like I sit down, everything's where it's supposed to be, everything's set up really nice. But when you like, because I take my whole PC, like I take my entire desktop on vacation with me. And because of that, there's... Things change, things move, things get all kinds of weird. And because I also operate off of 3 monitors when I'm at home, but when I'm on the road, I'm on 1 monitor. So everything moves. Doing good, got all the Irish I need for the anniversary. That makes one of us. I've got some work to do, as you can tell. Now, the good news is, and I've been very vocal about this, I mean, on vacation certainly put you behind on catching up with the story. Yeah.
Of course you can. Well, I couldn't before.
We may do something tonight. My whole point tonight, though, is to just farm Iris. That's it. Been spending Iris on the assets I see stomp my face. So, the anniversary is always a big meta shift. So, damn, going in with 30k, holy shit. Yeah, you'll be fine. So, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and clear my dailies. But in doing so... Let's do hard mode. There we go. In clearing dailies, I should be able to get a couple of decent things out here. Hope you catch up to 100%. I will. 100% will. Estrella is an assist, and I don't think I'm going to regret pulling on her. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't doubt that there's something major in there. I mean, it really feels like a major plot point is on the cusp. But unfortunately, I need to re-record the ones that I did over the break, so I'm going to go ahead and do those here shortly. But I had intended to do a few episodes while I was out. But I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. There were a couple nights where I just opted to go do something else. I'm on vacation, right? And my intent was every night to take my PC, and because I had a separate room set aside to record in, basically as a recording studio. Then I could record while I was there and do all this other stuff. But it turned out it wasn't really a room, per se. It was a... I mean, it was by hotel definitions a room. But not what I would consider a room. It's basically... How do I word it? It was supposed to be a separate bedroom, but it's because there was like a a partition like this deep and like maybe just as wide on one side of the room. And I'm like, motherfucker, this doesn't count. This is not a room. Where'd you get that Loki image of the one you posted? I think that one came from Cross Astoria. I think. Most Cross Astoria assets should be in Google. I think we've still got most of the Danmemo assets out there, but I'll double check all that before the game sunsets. Fuck you too, Cookie. Cookie like jumped out of my mouth. Like, I don't want to be eaten today. You're a cookie. Fuck you. Oh. So yeah, so I sat down, and we got there Monday, and I sat down Monday night, and I found out that the room was not a room, and so I couldn't do any of my recording, because wife went to bed, kids went to bed, and if I had recorded in that room, it'd have been over with. Like, I would have woken everyone up, it would have been really bad, and it was not conducive. So I said, fine, whatever. It was technically during quiet hours. There's like a curfew at this hotel. And so I go down to the lounge area they have in the lobby. And I talked to the attendant there and I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I'll be really quiet. I just got to bring my computer down here and get some recording done." She said, "That's fine." It's really it was really, really, really slow that week. And she's just like, it's not going to hurt anybody. Just bring your stuff in and just you'll be fine. So I was like, all right, cool. That's what I did. I literally was recording from the lobby. But the problem is lugging my entire PC and everything from the room where I had it set up down to the lobby every night was exhausting. So I did that Monday and Tuesday night. And then I said, I'm not doing that. I'm just so done with it. And then Thursday was my birthday, so Wednesday night, because we were driving out Friday, Wednesday night I decided I was going to go do my happy drinky time. And so basically where we were at in Florida, there's like an island area, and you can like basically drive over to the island, and it's just like bars. As far as you can see, it's great. So Wednesday night, instead of recording, I just said, fuck it. I'm going to go basically have an early birthday. And I grabbed an Uber over to the island and just went bar hopping on the island, which was super fun. Now, admittedly, I was supposed to... Wednesday night was weird. Because Wednesday, Yoko and I were supposed to get together. Because this was like right down the street from where Yoko lives. And Yoko and I were supposed to get together earlier in the evening and go hang out. But my kids were acting absolutely atrocious that day. And we got everybody back to the hotel room. And by like 8:30, both the kids were fucking out. And my wife looked at me and she's like, just leave. Just go have a good time. And I was like, there's just no way I'm not going to be able to do this. It just doesn't feel right, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, everyone's asleep. And I'm like, but they're going to wake up. They've just been terrible all day. If they wake up, do you really want to deal with both of them by yourself? So, and inevitably they did wake up, and then they went back to sleep, and they woke up and went back to sleep. And it was like 10 p.m. And she looks me dead in the eye, and she says, just go have fun. If you don't leave this room, I'm actually going to be mad at you. And I was like, fine. Whatever. You got a point. I should go enjoy myself. And I knew that by that point, Yoko was probably... Because he's got work in the morning. So I was like, there's no way I'm calling Yoko at 10 o'clock at night being like, yeah, let's go out now. Fucking party time. No, he's got kids. He's got a life. So I was like, I'll just go solo it. So I grabbed an Uber at 10 o'clock and rode over to the island. And then found a bar there that was open till about 2 in the morning. So went over to the bar that closed early, grabbed a couple of drinks, and then at 1 I tried to grab an Uber back, and that was its own fun debacle. So I got no recording done Wednesday, and then Thursday, like I said, we're leaving the next day, so my goal Thursday anyway was to have everything packed up, so that didn't happen either. But it was a fun trip nevertheless. It was a very fun trip. I just wish I could have gotten more content done. So I forget where I was going with that. I had a thesis behind all that, but fuck it, we're here now. Let's see. Who do we need to... Do we have any 3-star dupes? Inventory... Bonds. Let's see. We do have some 3-star dupes. Let's dupe out all of our 3 stars. Boom. Boom. Upgrade. There we go. So I found my father golfed with a really famous streamer today. Interesting. Master Familiar Wear's file begin in 5 minutes. Nice. Dude, good luck, for real. Good luck. In fact, I haven't done my predictions yet. Let's see. Oh, I did my predictions. Your wife, if I recollect, right? Pulled out my phone and pulled up a vid. Yeah, I've been really bad about doing my predictions. Since we've been on vacation, I barely got my dailies done. Are you not? Thought you were. Here. There you go, all in. I went all in on you. Well, there you go. Normally I'm a lot better about the game, but I've been so out of it this week. So, just finish up dailies. I'll do stones and dispatch quests. But my goal tonight... All I knew is you were one of the whale familias. I don't remember which family. I don't keep track of that shit. Got 10 tickets. Nice. Very nice. I think I logged in 2 nights ago, and I was half asleep when I did, and I just did the full spread, and then I looked back at it, and I was like, why did I do it that way? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, I already did it, so it's here now. He golfs. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I don't mind sharing stuff about my private life. One thing y'all might not know about me, I love jet skis. Fucking when like I am like Morbius, whatever the fuck his name was. I love jet skis. Holy shit. Got 12 on waifu and 3 on. There you go. Dude knows how to succeed as a streamer. Yeah. I would definitely love some lessons. Dude, we can't even hit 10K on this channel. I've been busting my ass for months. But in fairness, oh no, the diversification was bad. It was so stupid the way I did it. Because I had 2 teams pitted up against each other that each were like... So that night that I did that, I think I woke up. The seagulls did not get me. Though I was showing SD last night. He sent me a care package for my birthday that was the Yoda bust with the seagull on his head. And And I was like, I found this the other night when I was going through a bunch of my models and shit. And I was like, this is the original, like, 90s, like, model diorama thing. And I never assembled it, never did anything with it. I'm going to build this for MomoCon next year and enter it in the contest. But I'm going to have SD 3D print me a bunch of seagulls to put all around it. So that's going to be hilarious. Can we see the Yoda with the seagull? I can run upstairs and get it. It doesn't. It looks better in person because it's clear resin. There's not much to see. I'll run upstairs and get it in a few though. What was I saying? Yeah, so when I did the predictions, I woke up in the middle of the night. Like, this is usually how it's worked lately. Is I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and go, oh fuck, Danmachi dailies, and it'll be like 3 a.m, so I'll just like quickly bang them out and go back to bed. And then so I just did all the predictions. I was half asleep and I looked back and I was like, why did I do it that way? It was so dumb. But it is what it is. How much hours do you think we're getting for the anniversary? A ton. So, honest prediction here. I'm just going to go ahead and do some random stuff while we're just chatting. My honest prediction, and I've been very vocal about this, I think truly that we're going to see Hero Festa banners. I think it's going to be all Hero Festa banners. I think it's exclusively going to be Hero Festa banners. In fact, I need to swap out this team with some teams that I need to, some units that I need some equipment ascension for. We're going to swap this team out here in a minute. Yeah, I've been really bad about all my streams lately. So I think all the banners are going to be Hero Festa. I don't think there's any question about that. There's no reason for them to do time limited for this anniversary. There really isn't. Number one, it's already a Sword Oratoria story, right? And Sword Oratoria has never been time limited, number one. Number two, they just introduced the Hero Festa meta, so to speak. And so, mechanic, whatever you want to call it. So, with that being... Who the fuck did we lose? Hold up. Alright, let's just go ahead and change a few things up here, because... Outfit refinement. Who do we have that has no levels? I got a lot of units that have no levels. So, Fina, both the Finas. Oh, God, Jesus. A ton of units that... How does she... Okay, hold up. Rage Otarl has nothing? Alright, you know what? Screw it. Here we go. Let's try this again. Alright, so... Four stars. And we'll grab Rage Otarl. We'll grab... I don't think I've ever used her for anything. Let's filter this down by... or do this by level. And then ascending order. There we go. Grab this Oka. I doubt that Oka's been used for much of anything. And I know that Fells hasn't been used ever. Okay. Bam. Shouldn't matter too much who we use here. Bam. Because these teams shouldn't need a huge amount. Oh man, Aaron's never been used. And bam. And I think that will honestly give us the goods. And Rage Otaro will most likely just handle everything as needed. Grind team go. And then we'll just auto set some equipment. There we go. Sunday is my only day of rest for the work. Yeah. Yup. Glad to see the Chesty fam still able to be top 30. Yeah. We haven't really done anything with the Familia. John unfortunately had to step down and I just don't have the time. So yeah. What if it is a combination of Festa and time limited? I don't think it's gonna be time limited. There's an outside chance, I suppose. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see time limited being a thing. It doesn't make a lot of wow, we are getting our shit pushed in. Why is this team put? I'd have thunk Rage Otaro would just be able to handle it by himself. Is this event that difficult? Apparently so. Haven't made story editions yet. Anyone else getting behind? Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be... I think it's going to be... Well, so we already know that per usual we get some standard banners in it. And we get some Hero Festa banners. So I think it's honestly going to be 2 Hero Festa banners per. And they're probably still going to give us the same amount of, the usual amounts of insanely generous Iris. Think TL will stick around until formally announced? Yeah, most likely. But, damn, we got our shit pushed in. What the hell happened? I know this is a shitty team, but oh my god. Let's try it over here. Is this team really that bad? I mean, I know it's a bad team. I literally am using it for Ascension purposes, but I didn't think hard was that hard. I kind of thought Otaro would one-shot everybody. How are you going to balance all the games? That was always kind of my problem. So I'm like, we have a ton of games on this channel that we cover, and I'm really suck at getting all 3 out. So that's kind of been my biggest goal. With the Duda Machi game dropping, I have no clue, but we're going to have to figure it out somehow. Okay, I may need to put a healer on this team or something. I don't know. Go, Otaro. Say pulling on Hero Fest managers till they're MLB for the sake of everything else. What I'm saying, because I keep getting distracted. What I'm saying is I honestly feel like we're going to get 2 Hero Festa banners per, per part. Like, normally we get the 2 time limited banners per part. I think we're going to get 2 Hero Festas per part. I think that's in essence how they're gonna go about this. And I think that makes the most sense. The new units will get announced on Tuesday when they do the live stream. Now, they might mask what they do and what they're capable of, but that in essence is when everything should drop. Alright. So who do I have that would help him out? Because I think just making him faster is going to help out. Let's do agility. How is she? Oh, I see. Prometheus, maybe? Let's see. He's really slow, though. Let's see what happens here. As far as I've seen, the Hero Festa banners have been consistently stomping on every part. Yeah, and that's the thing. Hero Festa banners are... They pay out. They pay out big time. So there would be a major benefit to that. Oh, I see what Otaro's doing. Because I don't have a... he's doing his single target. Yeah, well, it's handling. We really want a full console game for Danmachi. So we got a console game not long ago. In fact, the console game that was released, 2 years ago? For the Switch was recently for sale for like $4, but I haven't played it yet. My understanding is not great. But we'll definitely have to play it sometime. Okay. I see the problem with Otaro. He's single target. I forgot. I thought he had an AoE attack, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. You can't just auto Danchiro from what I saw? Probably not. They'll figure that out pretty quickly. In this day and age, most people expect a game that can mostly auto itself. So if they want to keep up, want a good console game? Yeah. I mean, it would be nice. This game really could support and sustain, like a Final Fantasy level dungeon crawler. Like, it would be amazing. I think it really could do it. I think it could pull it off. But yeah, they've just got to put the work in. That's kind of the downside. All right. Can I... No. Let's find a good AoE. I don't think I've used her for anything. She's single target, though. So, let's trade her out for... Who's somebody I haven't used in a really long time? Let's see. Aphrodite. Yeah, she should do the job. Let's see. With regards to Danchiro's combat, have you seen Final Fantasy 16? I have not yet. I've heard a lot about it. I haven't looked into it because I know with me and in RPGs, I will disappear into it for a while. Code Vein what's Code Vein? A Souls Danmachi game? Oh my god, yes. Dude, if we could get a Souls-style Danmachi game, I would lose my shit. I wonder, though... Souls games are really popular, but... I don't know how many people actually finish a Souls game. Starting my own business? Nice! What are you going to be doing, man? And, of course, my DPS gets sealed. What's your thoughts on the Xbox Showcase? I didn't even look at it. I didn't pay attention to it. Could care less about Xbox, I'll be honest with you. I have bought 3 Xboxes, and all 3 have gone to absolute shit. One was my original classic Xbox, and after the first 8-hour gaming binge on Forza, it fried. And I called Microsoft, and I was like, this is garbage, and they were like, it's your fault for playing the game too long. And I'm like, but the game literally has race sessions that are endurance and go that, you have to play it for that long. Like, it's an endurance race. And they're like, yes, but the system's not designed to be played that long. You release games that have missions that are this fucking long. The console shouldn't be the bottleneck. And they fought with me. And I was like, this is fucking retarded. Pardon me. I'm sorry. This is stupid. This is idiotic. And I'm like, it actually made me really mad. And I'm like, you guys are absolutely shitting a brick on me here. Fuck you. You will warranty my Xbox and you will fix my Xbox. And they were like, nah, bro, it ain't happening. So, I had to literally cut open my Xbox and mod a fan into the Xbox to exhaust all the heat that it was producing. They showed the Persona 3 remake during the showcase. I'm not a big Persona fan. I gotta try it again at some point. I had a really bad experience with it. Gonna say your name and wait, what? Yeah. Souls games have a learning curve. Not everybody can get it, though. That's the thing I think people don't understand is like Souls games, if you're stubborn and if you're just unwilling to budge from your normal gaming style, it's just not possible for all people. Yeah. Tons of people finish Souls games. Tons of people claim to finish Souls games. Tons of people claim to finish Souls games. I really need to go back and play Dark Souls again. I never finished Elden Ring, but that was on me. Honestly, that was 100% on me because I just got distracted. And I ran around and said, ooh, shiny, what is this? What does this button do? And I played around a little too much and it got to the point where I was just wrecking everything I saw. Did you see how he muscled all those dudes? Wait, what? What are you talking about? But I enjoyed Elden Ring a lot. In fact, when I went back and replayed Dark Souls, I really enjoyed that game a lot.
You're the father.
Spooner, what it is!
Spiders. Thousands of spiders.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Xbox. I've never been a big fan of Microsoft in general in the market. But back when I was first getting into console collecting, I bought an original Xbox when they first released. Had my bad experience, and my father-in-law wanted a 360, so we bought him a 360. And predictably, it red ringed. It's like, okay. Lesson learned, right? I'm not going to do that stupid mess again. No, I did that stupid mess again. Did you read my business ideas? No, I missed them. Hold up. Do it. Do it. 100% do it. I'm sorry, I missed that. Wait, what? Did they put it in my butthole? Speaking of business ideas. Alright, hold up. We're just going to do this real quick. Talk about Conan the Barbarian. Oh, okay. Platinum a few DS2, Bloodborne, and Demon Souls remake. No Spectre. They should have used the packet, but they didn't. Dude, she is wrecking my shit. DS1, 3, Elden Ring, and Code Vein are my favorites. Much replay value. Never done Code Vein. I bought Dark Souls 1 like 3 times on accident. So they've definitely got their money out of me. I watched Vic play Bloodborne. I never actually played it. We'll do some 7th Zone. Legitimately, right now, my big thing is I'm just trying to grind out the iris that's latent in the games. Loving the Series X. Yeah. Dude, after buying an original Xbox and 2 360s and all of them going to shit, I was done. I'm not giving Microsoft any more of my money. And I know the systems are a lot better now, but I refuse to give Microsoft my money. I will probably buy a couple. Oh my god! I'll tell you what I damn near bought. I talked myself out of it, and I might. I've got something else I want to buy right now. But when we were in Florida this weekend, I've always kept my eye open for another OG Neo Geo Gold US release in box and everything. And someone had a Neo Geo X. Now this is a console that hadn't been on my radar at all. But essentially, it's Neo Geo's answer to the Switch, released about 5 years before the Switch was a twinkle in old man Nintendo's eye. Bloodborne is so good. It looked really good. I haven't played it. I'll need to play it. Once again, I need to go back and get into Elden Ring, because I really loved Elden Ring, but I just got so distracted. That's the problem with me in open world games. Like, I have the worst ADD. I'll be like, it's not even ADD. It's like the opposite of ADD. I get fixated. Why would you need an Xbox when you have a PC? Collection. That's it. Oh, so they had this. I'd never seen a Neo Geo X. I'd honestly never even heard of it. I guess it was kind of off. Well, at the time would have been off my radar anyways. It was released in 2012, and we were saving it for the house at that point. But it's essentially a Nintendo Switch version of a Neo Geo. It's got the 20 some out of the original Neo Geo games. You can load more games. Everything loads from the from an SD card of all fucking things, and then like a legitimate, not like the SDS card that the Switch used, like a legitimate SD card. And the dock looks like an original Neo Geo. And they were asking $300 for it. I was like, ooh. And the guy was like, yeah, it's not, I'll be honest with you, it's not really worth it, blah, 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 blah. But I come to realize, like, those consoles, there's 2 ways those types of consoles go. They're really weird, and they either become extremely collectible and extremely expensive, or they just become highly disregarded and become extremely cheap over time. Neo Geos don't tend to degrade in value much. Jesus Christ, it was thunder. I thought someone was knocking on my door. Plus oratory missions for... oh, God, yes, I need to do that because I need to make my video on that. Thank you. So, because I got to drop that video tomorrow morning. Thank you for reminding me. So it's like one of two situations. Like, it's either going to be extremely collectible and extremely lucrative to have around, or why are we doing nothing to her? We're barely touching her. What the fuck is going on? Okay, hold on. Let's back out of this. Yeah. So I've been extremely tempted to go back and pick that bad boy up. But, I also have a couple other things that I've been saving up for one of my other channels. So the reality is it's probably not a wise idea. You got sealed out. Stop auto battling. All right. So no, fuck you. I hate you. God, shit a brick. All right. So let's try this one more time. Gonna have to spam those story vids tomorrow in the next 2 days. Yeah, I am. It snuck up on me. I really thought I had more time. Is she sealing? I wasn't paying attention. I was yakking. So let's do seal on everybody. Haruhime will go back to getting her revolving amulet. Winnie will go back to getting her revolving amulet. Yeah, you guys know I was just yammering. I wasn't paying attention to anything that was happening on screen because I was expecting my team to just do their shit, and apparently they decided not to. So let's try this. We'll have to manually do this. I'm gonna switch to PC eventually. I love my PC. All right, boom, 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 and boom. Let's go. Some of these story bosses are crazy and very hard. Every once in a while they set a story boss to just be like, you know, here is the goal, here is your bottleneck. I don't necessarily disagree with that being the case. It's just when one does pop up, it's easy to forget where they're at. Also, it depends on what team you're running. Like, this was the meta team last year. So, in all reality, they probably could handle it. They're just being shitty at the moment. All right, let's go. Getting into a program, a friend of mine was telling me Manga Studio Pro is good stuff. No more Photoshop because all the new ones are on subscription. I love Photoshop, though. I'm going to be honest. Alright, so she's going to wipe out Lazar. So I need to do a slight modification of this team, and I need Lazar, yep, to be on the front line. The only reason I buy Sony anything is because they're exclusives. Fair enough. Alright, so I'm going to swap... I'll swap Finn. Put Lazar there. Swap her there. I think that'll be good. And... it'll be alright. We'll make that work. Any damage or the take damage. Alright, so let's swap them out again. There we go. Let's try that. The respawns are live services from what I've heard. Oh, yeah. Photoshop and all that? Yeah, very much so. In fact, I was pissed off this weekend. It actually made me mad because I couldn't hit the Adobe servers for no reason at all. And because there's no offline mode, I couldn't use my my editing software while I was out. Made me really, really, really mad. Yeah. So I get it. I actually do understand the frustration. I love the service level I get from them, and I love the products, so I stick with them. So I keep my old Mac with CS3. Damn. I've got a bunch of old Macs, but no part of me is using them for anything functional anymore. And Winnie got killed again. Nice. Glad we tried. Glad we gave it a shot. Alright, so I'm going to use his essay here. Still keep my old Mac with... Yeah. 6th anniversary, I had to leave the game because you were saying they was going to stop making units. Okay, so you probably misinterpreted. So we did drop a bunch of Gloom and Doom videos a while back. The honest answer is the game's not going anywhere per se. Units are still going to keep being made. They're going to make new units, but it's all going to be for rerun events. Essentially, 6th anniversary is the last hurrah. It is the last event that is written by Amori that's going to be... how do I word it? It's not the end of the road, but it definitely is like the end of an era. 2 turns on that. She's at 1 turn on her, so we'll do that. Let's see if we can manage this. Boom. I think Finn is done. Yep, Finn and Lazar croaked, which means Haruhime's got to stay on the team. This does depend on how Denjiro goes. I hate to disagree. I'm going to give up on this for now. I'm just going to go do these. And I'll come back on the bosses a little bit later. We'll fucks with the bosses in a bit. So, yes and no. I would have agreed with you like 3 weeks ago. If Danjiro fails, the studio will probably revive this game. I don't know that that's true. I hate to say. They do kind of feel like they're... I don't want to say giving up, but it does feel a little bit like giving up. So I think of a good way to word this. So for me, I think the closest worst case scenario for that game would be, dude, we're getting absolutely raffle stomped. What in the dog shit is happening? Jesus. All right, whatever. Here's the way I look at this. And I'll be completely frank here. If Danjiro fails, the honest answer is... it's going to take a long time for it to fail. Bro, I give up. Fuck this event. We'll go do some other shit. I'll have to come back to this event. Well, I mean, you see the team I'm using. The team I'm using is a piece of garbage. But I'm using a garbage team because I'm trying to grind out some outfit ascension at the same time. So the honest answer here is, yeah, I'll have to throw a good team at that, and I'll have to pay attention to it. Oh, come off it. All right, it's just gonna take a month to download. Okay, so the worst case scenario for Danjiro is like My Hero Academia, strongest hero, not Ultra Impact, strongest hero. If you really go back a couple of years, we were playing this game on the channel. I think I played it for a month, maybe 2 months. And I gave up on it. I was like, no, this is stupid. It was a fun, amazingly, well designed, semi-open world 3D RPG. It was a good idea. The implementation was tragically bad. And on the surface, it seemed like a really smart idea, because what they did is, rather than releasing a bunch of different units that are literally just outfits, like, let's face it, if you boil it down, this game has, 164 units? And each unit has dozens of outfits? And what we do is we summon for the outfits. It's what we do. It's reality. With that game, you would get the unit, and then once you had the unit, that was it. You had it. And it was nice. It was fun. The rates were ass. The gameplay was incredibly repetitive. Like, piss poor repetitive. The support for the game was tragically horrible. And they still, to this day, are, like, just dragging the fucking dead horse, like, through the mud and beating it daily. It's sad to see their Twitter posts, 'cause it's like, this game should have been sunset a year and a half ago. The game has no support. That so few people play it. And yet they're still just clinging to life for no reason. So there is always the unfortunate but very real possibility that even if the game does just kind of fall on its face and do nothing, maybe they're just going to cling to it and say, well, we did our best. Here we go. Yeah, 2024, there's another game coming. I think that's the one that they said was going to be on PC and console, or PC and mobile. So we'll see. There might be a gap. There could legitimately be a point in time where the vast majority of the fan base gives up on the mobile games, and then we have to pick up this new one when it drops and hope for the best. And that's not me being, like, defeatist or anything. It's literally me just being realistic. Like, there's a distinct possibility that all this could go really poorly. Like, it's going to be Caleb, because I don't think they'll let it fail. I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. We'll see what they do. So what is sad is seeing that one game's ad every day. Yeah. Hope it isn't too Genshin-like. Yeah. Dude, there are people that will play the most pathetic games. I try not to be too much of a downer on the game before it releases. It's just realistically everything I've seen just keeps throwing up warnings. Like I just red flag. And I don't want to defeat the game before it has a chance. But I'm very, very, very cautious that, we're heading into a situation where the best game... I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This may not be the most technologically advanced gacha game, but as far as support from the original creator, so far as, canonical story events, so far as just the summoning alone, this is the best gacha game I've ever played. I cannot think of very many that are this forthcoming, unless they're just straight up free to play like Marvel Snap or something like that. But you say you hope it's not Genshin-like, but you do realize that's a very popular gameplay style. Yeah, free-to-play friendly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They're extremely forthcoming with in-game currency, and there's no other games that I can even think of that are remotely this forthcoming. Why is Oka doing his essay? Okay, whatever. I guess we're there. So, like, honestly, this is, like, the perfect scenario. And the sad reality is, and my biggest concern is we have nowhere to go but down. Grinding Genshin Impact is honestly the worst, but it's also very popular. It's also extremely popular. No reveal of Fallout 4 next gen version? Yeah. My understanding is the reveals today were kind of disappointing. I didn't pay attention. I'm just not an Xbox fan. Just wasn't in my wheelhouse, to be honest with you. And in fact, if it's any indication how disappointing it was, we were recording Pokemon earlier for the Pokemon channel. And Steven dropped a video earlier today on his reaction channel where he reacted to the all the coming releases, and his video was doing like really poorly for his channel. Crunchyroll did Princess Connect dirty. Did Crunchyroll do him dirty, or I don't know. I'm not gonna defend Crunchyroll because I don't know. Once again, not my thing. Just down for Sonic Superstars. Then we'll do this. What's only an A? Oh god, this is gonna be one of the hard ones again, isn't it? We're gonna get our shit pushed in. Tell you this game got robbed by Crunchyroll. We were supposed to be able to poke characters for react. Oh, you're talking about the JP version. Believe me, I played the JP version. It's not. You're not missing anything. You're really not missing anything. I did say we do Stones of Dispatch. We'll do some Phase Stones of Dispatch here in a minute. Yeah. No, I'm honestly very concerned with where the replacement game is going. But I don't know that this game, even if the other game fails, with what they've said so far, I don't think we'll do Smiles Worst 2 at the end. With what they've said so far, I don't know if they're going to go back on reestablishing this game. I'll be honest with you. I really don't think they're going to do it. This game, great game, by the way. Love this game a lot. But once they've kind of been like, yeah, we're kind of at the end, a lot of that decision was because we've run out of content, not because they've run out of interest in the game. Remember, most of the content of this game is based off the anime. So, less the light novels. Now, Sword Oratory is based off the light novels. I won't say most. The mainline Bell story is based off the anime. Sword Oratoria and all that is based off the light novels. But we're now caught up with the light novels, right? So that this coming anniversary event is going to catch us up with the light novels. Correction. Specifically for Sword Oratoria. We're already caught up with the anime for Danmachi. So, I mean, they very much exhausted what they kind of can do. So it makes sense. I hate to admit, but it does make sense. I don't foresee them going back on that. Sword Oratory does need a new anime, but it's going to be a really hard sell, I'll be honest. The main series is still based off the light novels. Yes and no. I don't see them exceeding where the anime goes. They'll go back and they'll cover stuff from the light novels in the past, but like you said, Volume 8. Like Volume 8, as far as like a light novel goes, is what, 400 something pages? The book's thick. And I think for the anime they covered like maybe a dozen pages of that whole novel. So there were just like major holes in the story that, yes, they had to cover for some of the other events we got. Case in point, the Knights of Fianna. But what I'm talking about is I don't think they're going to go beyond the anime. I just don't see it doing that. Oh, this game's 100% become a cult classic. This game is already... You have 3 anniversary events that have originated canonical events for the franchise. Of 6 anniversaries, half of them have been unique canon events to the as offshoots of the main story. So yeah, this game is going down in history for this franchise. I just don't know how many people outside of just like the game's hardcore outside of the franchise's hardcore fans, I just don't know how many people are really going to know this game. But it definitely will have a serious cult following for quite a bit of time. 9 Days Until Winter Reverie comes out as a manga in Source. In the States? I'll have to pick that up. Be down for some more meme events? Well, it seems like Amori is doing a lot more. Amori is picking up... I guess a more aggressive timeline for the light novels and whatnot. So, writing more of those like silly stories is probably just not. Probably just has no interest in it, to be honest with you. It's a lot of work. Wish fan base was as big abroad as it is in Japan. That's most things, though. My dad fell off the bridge. Time to adult in Danmemo, pretty much. Finish the event for the ticket. I will definitely be doing that. I've got to cover all those units, but I'll probably do that. It's already 12:17, and I'm going to be honest, I'm getting exhausted. I was on the road all Friday, and then I was on the road all yesterday. I got home last night late, so we'll see. Rocky Horror Picture Show cult like? Yes. Yes. I don't think it's ever going to reach that level of status, though. That movie is fantastic. But holy shit. Like, everybody knows that film. Nice. I'm going to be the new Finn. Nice. At this point, I've gotten Finn where I'm going to get him. I'm just waiting for the anniversary stuff to drop. And I'm kind of hoping I'm right. If the anniversary is All Hero Festas, then I'll actually be able to utilize my my gnome tickets to MLB those units. What was the? It was a few years ago. Somebody actually completed one of those. Completed that meme. They started in like the early 2000s. They posted on some message board. The Antis. And then years after the fact, like a decade or change after the fact, they came back and added the patient. It's like, there needs to be like a Guinness World Record for like how long somebody can hold that out there. People on Reddit are busy slamming Amori because they didn't like his Ryu What If short story. Oh, whatever. I'm going to be honest with you. I mostly ignore Reddit. Reddit is such just a it's just a place for trolls to be loud. Every single time I try to join a Reddit group, it goes poorly because number one, I just don't have the patience for people who are just uppity about nonsense. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I get it. You think you know the most about everything that there is out there. But guess what? Maybe you don't. Just saying. Maybe instead of like, when somebody asks a question, you come and give me, everybody. No, oh my God, you're so dumb. Come back and, actually be informative, be helpful. Just saying. Just saying. I cannot tell you how many occasions in which I've tried to go on Reddit to get information and just walked away like, fuck these people. I put zero value in anything that's said on Reddit. Alright. The Masked Entity. We'll forego the stories for now. Red as a hellhole. We're at, yeah. Reddit is today what 4chan was like 10 years ago. Which means they're in for a rude awakening someday. That's a great way to get canceled. Tell people on Reddit that they're no different than the motherfuckers on 4chan. How dare you? But am I wrong? You know damn well I'm not. Fuck you. Here we go. Well, so I gotta hit the sack. Have a great night, man. Appreciate you dropping in. Did we not get the... Did we not get it? I thought the ticket was for clearing all the normal missions. So there's the hard missions. Very hard. Oh, there it is. No? Yeah, whatever. Let's go. The What If story was cool. I need to go read the What If story. Alright. Here we go. Finish this bad boy up. Boom. Let's go. Bam. Bam. All right. Yeah, so once I finish the volume 12 story, which I plan to do probably tomorrow night, I'll probably just do like one big stint of it and maybe like break it up in half and then upload that, just to get it over and done with. So since we can do the play all, it'd be really easy to record everything. So I think that's going to be my next bet, next option, get all that up. And we'll see where it goes. There's about seeing them hate on every new Danmachi release. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the people hating on the Xenosark? The Xenosark was so good, but what it is, once again, it's a bunch of fucking edgelords. And it's new, I don't like it, wah. But then, like, in hindsight, it was actually pretty good, and we liked it from the start. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what? Just, not everything has to be a contest. Not everything has to be like, oh, I'm the biggest fan because I didn't like the Xenosark, because I didn't think it was enough like the original series. Oh. Or, you know, they changed this one tiny thing from the light novels, and therefore it's shit. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it seems to be a hive mind. It very much is. But I mean, that's what's... So let's be fair here. That's what social media is designed to be. I know Reddit technically isn't a social media, but it kind of is at the same rate. The thing about... forums in general and all that were designed, and I'm going to go on a rant here for a minute, they were all designed so that people with like ideas and stuff like that could meet up and discuss. It literally was a forum for people with similar ideas. Then you got, like, you know, your, like it is now, your Twitters and your Facebooks and all that shit, where they literally mine out, okay, this is what you're into, this is what will feed you, because this is what keeps you coming back. And then you get a point where you're no longer challenged. You're never challenged to a new idea, because everything feeds you into... Like, and legitimately think about how many times you just mentioned something in passing, and suddenly you go onto, like, you know, YouTube or Twitter or whatever, and suddenly see an ad for it. It's the way all things are, like targeted marketing. And they do that. They do that to keep you coming back, because if you are happy with your online social media experience, you're more likely to return. Whereas if you're challenged, so I didn't like this, and then you start seeing a bunch of ads for that thing, you're less likely to revisit that. We've become so accustomed as a society to being spoon-fed the ideas that we think are our wheelhouse, and never being challenged, that now you get these groups of people that will not accept being challenged. And you get places like Reddit, 4chan, where you've got no choice but to... I say no choice, but when you enter specific, little topics. And when you get into that topic, everybody feels like they have to, like, have the same ideology. Because if you're challenged, that's different. That's scary, and that's not what we're used to. So, literally everything online now just becomes a hive mind. We created a BBS so you can discuss... Yeah. Exactly. Pretty much. It's just how things work. So yeah, like, everybody feels like they have to have the same... Everybody wants to be... Like, growing up, when I grew up, we strove to like get rid of labels. We're like, everybody is just weird and fucking strange, and that's who we are. And now everybody's like, I'm weird, but I'm this extremely very ultra mega specific type of weird that is so weird it's actually normal because everybody fits into this. Everybody that I like fits into this category. So then we went from where categorization was like literally the devil, so now categorization is the only way we know how to live. It just infuriates me personally, but yeah, I mean it every form of online content is going to try to put a barrier between you and the things you don't like. They're just like, okay, this is what you like, this is how everybody is. Bam! Here's all these people in this echo chamber that will shout at each other at the top of their lungs. And you just nod your head, me too, fuck yeah, me too. And you're never going to be challenged. You're never going to be, you're never going to see anything you don't like. It's a happy little place. And it's like, that's just not, it's not very, it's not very healthy, really. I mean, I'm always going to tell the truth. Fuck it, man. I don't give a damn if people don't want to hear it. It's the fucking truth. Challenge yourself. I love hearing. I'm hitting it being a Gen Xer 100%. 100. Dude, when I was growing up, there used to be ads on the television that would say, "It's 11 o'clock, motherfucker. Where are your kids?" And our parents were like, huh? Nah, I guess they're in bed. Fuck it. We all love a floppy. Listen. I actually found my collection of floppy disks the other day. I'm just saying, like, we grew up in a wild era. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I used to sneak out all the time. Miss the old cross-genre panels at World... Oh, yeah, dude. OG Dragon Con. Oh, my God. When it was just like everything and anything goes con. Oh my god. When I was a kid, we used to sneak out like all the time. My friends and I, we would sneak out like at 10 o'clock at night and go hang out till the wee hours of the morning and just fuck off. It was great, and parents were just oblivious. My little darling went to bed at 9. Did you check on them? No, they're in bed. And you know what? Yeah. What happens? Yeah. Huge fan of Ryu over any other female station. Oh, Ryu's awesome. Ryu's amazing. I don't know about the best, but... of all the females in the series, Ryu is the most... Yeah. William, I missed your question. I'm sorry. What was your question? I was probably on a... When do you expect to release the video on the event ticket exchange? Literally, I just got the ticket there, and I will... I was going to cover that tomorrow. Because there's a whole shitload of these banners to go through. So let's see. Glory 4-star ticket. Artificial 4-star ticket. Tracks 4-star ticket. I gotta pull up all of these. All of these. Too late used it. Yeah, I intended to drop it this week, but since I was out of town and it was really hard to make the video, and then I completely forgot. Space Pirate Lord, I missed your question too. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You guys know I get on a fucking rant. I don't see a question. Was there a question? Yeah. They're in banner order. Oh, I'm never gonna do an age reveal. I'm just gonna say, like I said, when I grew up, They would play that ad every night before the 11 o'clock news, and my parents were oblivious. To this day, there are things that my parents do. Like, obviously, they're in their they're way old now, but they have no bearing on their lives whatsoever. But 1001, fuck you, Spectre. Coming from the guy who claims to be 12. Yeah, like, there are things that my family has no fucking clue that I did as a kid. Like, all the times we, like, would sneak out. My parents had, like, a liquor cabinet that they thought was locked. And so, like, at the age of 14, we'd sneak out and have, like, we'd literally make jungle juice in the creek. It was crazy. You did reveal what year you graduated high school, which does narrow down things significantly. Did I reveal that? Oh, God. Revealed too much. Shut up, Spectre. You lying sack of shit. Spectre's as old as everyone else. Alright, so let's take a look at this then. Because if it's in order, it should be pretty easy. What are you doing? Why are you Discord apping? Whatever. So I've got to pull this up. No, Spectre. I see that DM. Go fuck yourself. Not even checking that on stream. So Spectre told his girlfriend? She going to jail then? Shit. Where the hell are the banners? Oh my god, we have shared an absolute fuckload of stuff in the group chat since the last live stream. Holy mother of... Alright, come on. Here we go. Alright, so all the banners. Damn. Right. Space Power Lord, I missed the end. I'm sorry. I didn't see a question. I'm so confused. What are you talking about? Oh shit, it's 69 degrees out. Nice. Alright. So... Oh, fuck you, Edge. Go away. So these are all the Knights of Fianna's in the Xenos reverse. So, artificial 4-star, tracks 4-star, reverse 4-star. Recollections 4-star. So, honor, loyalty. Remember the anime web turnpike? Okay, so it didn't... What happened is apparently it just didn't come through for whatever reason. Didn't come through my other chat utility. Remember the anime web turnpike? Web turnpike? Sounds familiar. Before search engines? You're talking about, like, because before search engines, oh my god. trying to think what the first search engine I used was. The first search engine I think I used was Hotbot, but maybe there was even one before that. I don't remember, man. I can remember days before Google when you used to use like Alta Vista and stuff like that. But I wasn't into anime at the time, so for me, like if I was searching anime, I was doing it either on DC++ or like that would have been my oldest one is DC++. There's a repository that links to anime pages all around the internet. Basically, it was like a digital phone book for anime fans. I do know what you're talking about. Yes. I know somebody who still operates a BBS for AMVs. Now, it's incredibly archaic and hard to acquire, but it's out there. Remember, it was all about LimeWire. LimeWire and Kazaa came way later. DC++ was a way you could connect to, like... It was a peer-to-peer connection, but it was a proper peer-to-peer connection with specific, like... Basically, like, rooms where you would access other people's PCs. It was crazy. That was back in the Wild West of the internet. Alright. So, Glory and Artificial. What are those? Alright, so... I'm looking over here and I'm trying to figure out what is what. So which banner is Glory and which banner is Artificial? Sword Oratorium main release story, episodes 13. Let's see. Okay, so Knights of Fianna Artificial Hero. I think that's the one... That would be the Artificial. Glory would be... This is Gale and Hurricane. Alright. So 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, 13. Okay. So here's a ton of banners, and I think we just got to go through these one by one. Posted a handy graph in your Discord. Oh, nice. Let's take a look at that. If you streamlined this for me, I would be all about that life. Where did you post it? What is in the toenail? Zellos. Holy shit. Where did you post it? Oh, there it is. Damn. Okay. Spectre, that makes shit a lot easier. Spectre, I just saw that DM, you fucker. Jesus Christ. Damachi Chatter. Let me see if I think it might be the same one that Spectre posted. Yep. Yeah, it's the same one he posted. Alright, so that lines it up a little bit better. Man, it's just a ton of units is the thing. And going through each one is going to be a bitch. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm just have to make a spreadsheet of these units. That's going to be like time limited versus assists versus this versus that. So I'm just have to make a serious spreadsheet of them. And, you know, what units are new, what units are old. Added the banner names to the spreadsheet too. Alright. Yep. Appreciate that. That streamlines the shit out of it. But I've got a bit of work to do on this one to make sure that I get everything just right. Yeah, which do you have 3 or 4 bonds in? That's the big difference. Is like some of the banners are really useful. Some of the banners not so much. Some of the banners have time limited units. Those are kind of the no-brainer banners. Some of them have units that have been around. Some of them units are fairly new. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen so you can kind of see it. Let's just put this in the downloads folder and drag it over. There you go. So let's push that back there. Bam. So if you see, there are what? First one is 6, 9. Another 6 is 15. We got another 6 over there. That's 21. 25. Another 6 here is 31. Another 6 here is 37. Another 6 there is what? 42? 43. Leafy is by herself, so it's 44. Then 2 there, 45. Another 4 here, 49. 53. 55. 57. 59. 59 units in total we got to talk about. Full blown waifu collection. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So literally what I'm going to have to do, I'm probably not even going to use this graph, but this graph will help me out. What I need to do is I need to sit down with each banner. It's okay. This is time limited. This is not. You know, these units are extremely useful. This one's not. These are assists. These are adventurers. You know. It's really going to come down to on those ones which assists are there too. Yeah, who's useful in the 6th anniversary rebalances exactly. It's going to take a ton of research. I should have honestly dropped this earlier in the week, but it is what it is. And so long as you get the ticket now, you'll have until next Wednesday to pull on it. So. I probably have a good minimum 2 hours of prep work for this video just to get this out. So that's going to take some time. Going to use mine on the Xenos reverse that eyes is useful. You're going to use it on the one banner that just has no time limited units. And units that were recently added to the general pool that you can get during the anniversary. I wouldn't do that. I absolutely would not do that. As much as I really like the short-haired Leafia from the Sword Oratoria, I think it's bad juju as well. Personally. Alright. Now, if you do have all the time limit is maximum broken, that is its own thing. Alright. So for me, I know the Valhalla Panic, that I don't have any of those units. I think Return of the Hero, I'm missing a unit, so those will probably be the ones I'm going to go after. Did you finish the newest Sword Oratorio stories for those tickets too? No. Nope. Nope. What we'll do, we're going to go ahead and do some Eyes Wars, and then I'm going to call it there, because I do need to get some sleep. Wife goes back to work in the morning, and kids are out of school, so it's... Tomorrow is back to reality. Okay, Stones first, fine. Stones and Dispatch quests first. You drive a hard bargain. At this point, they just need to unlock the limit on stones. There's no point at this juncture. The short-haired Leafy is time limited? She's Sword Oratoria. I didn't think she would be time limited. Is she? See, this is why I need to make the spreadsheet rather than just making assumptions. Because that spreadsheet is gonna make all the difference in the world. Alright. Oh, no, I don't need tutorial. The funny part is, I actually... Okay, I need to do Belle and Ryu's stories here. There we go. Boom. Got some dragon cakes. Boom. 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 There we go. I can go finish off Belle's story probably sometime here really soon too. Probably have enough to do that. If not, pretty darn close. Ooh, here we go. Alright. I think last time we got pretty close to defeating 2 toads. So, no reason why we can't do that this time. And I think last time I just got overzealous. Now, unfortunately, guys, I don't get to chat much or read the chat much while we're doing this because this is very... Like, I gotta keep my eyes on this. But we can chat afterwards if you guys have questions. You can post them in the chat. You can also antagonize, but I won't see it. Alright. I will be mad after the fact, though. Because that is how I do. Boom. Boom. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Boom. And we got it to Haruhime right out of the gate. Alright. Nope. Ooh, look at that. Pay dirt. Let's go. Here we go. This is taking a long damn time to knock her out, but I've also been screwed around. I hit the fucking button! Bro, I mashed the damn Hestia button. That was bullshit. I mashed the fucking Hestia button. Game was like, nah, bruh. Nah. You do it good, but you take it too long. It's like, fuck you. You're not the boss of me. Sorry, I realized I probably should have read some chat and then jumped back in, but I was mad. Real talk. I got mad at the game. That is how I do. Me. Fuck you, game. I will rage. Game's like, oh, really now? Tell me more about this. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is stomp my feet like a child on a tirade. Okay, here we go. Here we go. No! No! There's Hestia. I said Hestia, I meant Haruhime. That's okay. Game knew what I meant. Follow the game. The game always knows. What are you doing? No, don't do that. That would be the literal dumb. There we go. Okay, there's our first toad. That bodes very well for our ability to get more toad. Ah! That was very self-inflicted and very stupid. Have a meeting at 8 a.m. All right. Well, Will, I'm assuming you're already up. I appreciate you, man. Have a great night. Got your job. Be responsible adult. Go home. Be fit. Yep, exactly. Was one of those anime only fans for all that hated Leaf. Yeah, exactly. Same, man. Then you read it and you're like, oh, yep. She's just Sundari, best big sis. Yeah, it's interesting. There are a lot of characters that are very different between the light novel and the anime. I mean, a lot of characters. All right, guys, but it is 1 a.m. I'm going to call it there. We've been at this for 2 hours, which is about what my goal always is. So I'm going to go get some sleep. I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate y'all hanging out. It's been an ass load of fun. And but my butt is sore. I've been sitting in this chair basically since 8 o'clock. It is now 1 in the morning. Restorative anime. Yeah. It got an adaptation of what? Book 1, I think. But then it just... So, have yourselves a wonderful night. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back. One way or the other, we'll be back on Tuesday night. Probably over on Twitch, to be honest. Wednesday, everything kicks off. So, make sure you guys are here Wednesday night. I will probably save the stream for 10 when everything actually blows up. Because that way we can stream for a longer amount of time. But have yourselves a great night. Thank you all so much for coming out. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I will see you guys on the next one. Later, guys. We'll do some story time. I got to get out of this chair. This chair is hurting my butt. But we'll do some story time. I'm going to catch up, and I'll see you guys.